salt and everything after going back how many years?
Sally Ann, I'll just start with you. The last time we were in a theater together,
yes.
You were doing something quite different.
Quite.
And I know you're not here just because of Autumn in New York. What's your reason? What drew you to Little Night Music?
Well, I've always wanted to work in a Stephen Sondheim show. And when I started on Broadway, of course, it was Lerner and Lowe in those days, and Richard Rodgers and Hammerstein. And now I've grown up and I'm out of little girl roles, etc. I find that Stephen Sondheim is the one wonderful composer who writes for adults, or grown-ups, I should say.
Yeah.
And I'm just thrilled to find a part like this at this stage in my life, and Desiree is just a wonderful role.
It's terrific.
It is.
And Regina, you came at this from an entirely different angle, because you had here the spoken acting is so important, and very different from the role of a diva. Does this represent, in your mind, an extension of an operatic career or a total departure from it?
Oh no, I don't think it's a departure at all. I just think it's just more theater for me. I never considered myself just an opera singer. I considered myself a singing actress, and sang the most demanding parts that demanded the greatest amount of possible acting. So I wasn't only cast for my voice at that time. The great difference, of course, is that when one casts for the opera, I think it has to do with finding the right voice for the part. If you happen to get a wonderful actress as well, then, of course, you have it made on the operatic stage. But here, one looks for the type, the voice, the character, the diction, and it turns out to be, for me, a much longer acting part than a singing part. I have only one song. So.
And isn't it wonderful?
Being
Sally Ann's
She's my diva. I call her diva. She'll always be a diva to me.
You've commented on the one aspect of Sondheim creation, the inner rhyming.
Wonderfully sophisticated.
Very sophisticated.
Intelligent, and total understanding of passion and pain and the loneliness and all these extraordinary things that we go through to get through life. He has a complete understanding of that. So it's so exciting to go on and have such intelligent lyrics that just take you, the thought and everything, to the audience. I think he's fabulous, and that's I'm glad to be at this stage in my career and doing Sondheim.
He probably has a reason for doing everything, but I wondered the song.
He's a puzzle maker.
Well, I was thinking of the song Liaison, which is scored rather low. And is there a reason for that? Do you know?
Well, that's a story we can tell. I don't mind. See, I was a soprano. Yes, I was a soprano in my first part of my career. Then I became a mezzo-soprano and made a second career. Now the critics have called me a smoky baritone. So the next time I do this part, I shall have another talk with Mr. Sondheim and put this song a tone up so that I don't reach down into the lower depths of my voice. But that song is very interesting because, you see, this lady was a highly immoral lady. Yeah. It's only that she doesn't like the style in which her daughter is doing it.
But you need low notes for
You need low notes for being an old immoral lady.
Low notes.
I one time mentioned to Gordon MacRae that Send in the Clowns begins on Fa, and I don't, Dory, it would be like on F if it was in the key of C.
You're way ahead of me.
Well, he said to me,
I don't want to think about that, Hugh.
He told me he didn't want to think about it either. But that's very unusual. He does unusual things.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And all the themes are taken through. Each person has their own theme, and then they marry up, and you can hear it just gently in the music, and it's like the beginning of the show with the waltz with everybody with different partners.
And Liaisons comes back as a leitmotif.
Liaison comes, yes, and then Send in the Clowns comes back triumphantly. It's very, very exciting just to listen to.
We really look forward to that and to seeing both of you again on Act 2.
The only thing you should have done was write another number for the old lady, you see.
Together.
Another Sondheim.
Together.
At least mother and daughter together would have been charming.
That would be great. Thank you both.
Thank you so
real
much.
pleasure talking with you.
Thank you
We'll
for
see you in
asking
the
us
second
today.
act.
Hope so.